I thought I would make another video. Big Red is just up there sleeping, waiting on a part. I'm waiting for a little brass union to end up using for the fuel line so that I can set and sync the carbs. But I thought that I would make another video because I just got a VIN check done on one of the motorcycles and it came back clear. So we're gonna go through it today and we're gonna kind of make a checklist of things that need to be done. So let's check it out right now, shall we? Okay everybody, so we are looking at a 1983 Yamaha XV920M. As far as I can tell, this is the midnight special, although it just says midnight, so maybe it's only the midnight. I picked this motorcycle up as a barn find for $150. Semi-complete. It's hoping that I have the parts that I need for it, or at least can source them. I'm going to kind of just give you an overview of what it looks like. It looks like we have 1,682 miles on the speedometer, or odometer rather. I do not have a key for it. But I had the police come and do a VIN check, and that checked out clear. And now I am slowly but surely filling out the paperwork, getting ready to file so that I can get a title for this. So let's go through the parts and just do kind of a little bit of an inspection and see what we need, okay? Okay, so I'm basically just going to try to go through from front to back and see anything that I see is needing attention. Well, see, number one, the caliper just seems like it's flopping around. So that would be one thing that needs to be tended to. It only has single disc brake, so we only have to worry about the one caliper. As we move up, it looks like the clutch safety switch, or whatever you want to call this. That's usually what I call it. This is very common. They twist them together when they break so that they can still start it. This is going to have to be sorted out as well as we move on, and we'll go from side to side here. It looks as if the clutch cable is not hooked up, but let's go a little bit more down to find out why. Well, looky there, sports fans. Yep, they have, the cover is missing. Not only is the cover missing, all of the gears for the starter is missing, along with the spline is missing as well. Now you might think that that is a huge, horrible thing and hard to source. But in me doing the little bit of research that I've done on this, I have actually found that from what I can tell, the 750 and the 920 motors are the same engines, except for the diameter of the piston and the length of the rod, so the length of the throw. So I have a couple of part bikes in there, or at least one part bike that I know of, that I'm not going to do anything with but use as parts. I can probably put all of these in, and I have lots of experience with this because I have done this on a few bikes already. Definitely looks like it's going to have to be cleaned out. I mean, there is just, look at that, all sorts of crap and crud in there. Needs a gear shift lever. I have one of those. And miscellaneous wires and hoses. This might be a battery hose, I'm not sure yet. So let's keep on going. As we go back, we can see we've got some electrical components hanging. Not sure if this is the rectifier or the igniter, to tell you the truth. Yeah, we'll have to see what we can do there. Also, you can see cosmetically, looks like it's missing a side panel. I have a few side panels, so that shouldn't be that much of an issue. As we move back, looks like one of these stalks for the taillight has broken. I have a couple of those, although they're not black, but I can easily paint them. As we go on, it looks like a little bit of leather separation. Where are we at? A little bit of leather separation here. So as you can see, for the most part, the seat is in pretty good condition. When we move up to the gas tank here, there is a little bit of damage here, but that's okay because I would end up getting the tank resprayed anyways. We move on to the odometer and the cluster. If this really has 1,682 miles, yeah, I definitely think it'll be worth trying to salvage. Does it have 100,000 miles on it? It could, who knows. Now, I said at the beginning of this video, I think I did, that I didn't have a key for it. However, I have a bobber project that we haven't gotten into on this channel yet. It was the first Virago I bought, and it is a 750, and here's the 750 key. Now, originally, I tried the 750 key that goes to my daily driver, which is this one right here, and tried to put it in, and it just does not fit whatsoever. And I'm going to actually check it on the gas tank. It doesn't fit either. But 750 key for the bobber fits and turns, so that will be real good when it comes to being able to test. So I don't have to put my inline toggle switch that was on Big Red originally. As we move around to this side, we can see that the throttle is gone. Bottom half of the case is still here. We'll have to see if the top portion of a case from a 750 and the throttle control from a 750 will work. Don't know yet. Throttle cable is still here. That's a plus. So as we move along, you can see too, don't know if I already showed this or not, but yes, the tail light stalk is broke, but I have, you see in there, I've got some other bikes. There's one way in there, you can just barely see it over there. The glint of the tail light, that is a 100% parts bike, because I'm not gonna build it, and I wanted at least one parts bike. Move around to the back here. Both megaphones are there. Back glass seems to be in good condition. Move over to this side. Rear brake is disconnected. Don't know why. It could be that it was locked up, and so they disconnected it so that they could push the bike freely. I wouldn't be surprised. So we move over to this side. Of course, no side panel. It's very common on these bikes for the side panels to go bad. Battery box looks to be in good shape. Some iffy wires that I will have to tend to. Yeah, just some more iffy wires that I'm gonna have to tend to. Something tells me that that probably connects to there. I'll have to do a little bit more research. I do have a book on it, and then we can see that it looks as if brake lever is missing, so that's something that'll have to get sorted. And then when we look on the dry side, yeah, dry side has been out in the elements as well, so probably gonna get definitely doused down with a bunch of PB Blaster. Carburetors surprisingly are here. I thought they were gone originally. I don't know why I thought they were gone, but I did. I can see that though. It looks as if the if it's got a vacuum feed for the gas tank, it's off, or this might just need to be plugged to set the carbs. What'll probably happen, those carbs are probably going to come off and be rebuilt. I may try to just initially start it to see. Tank on this side looks a little bit crispy right here. Looks like it might have got pushed in a little bit. I'm hopeful that I can have that popped out. Looks like they might have even put some filler in here trying to do something. We'll see what can be done with that though. And that side of the tube forks, a little bit is rubbed. We can always repaint that. Fenders look like they're in pretty good shape. So that's the quick walk around on this bike. Now, what should I do to get started? Well, for right now, I think it's probably a good idea to try to source parts, see what parts I have, and start popping parts on. For example, I would like to get this dry side, this dry cover, get a dry cover back on it. That would be pretty important. The wet side as well, find a cover and pop it on. And also maybe just popping it up on the center stand, trying to see if this motor's locked up. Remember what we did to Big Red? We're pretty much probably going to do the same thing to this, because we're going to have to figure out what is going on with it. Like I said, I believe I paid $150 for this bike. It did come with that other parts bike too that I'll be robbing parts off of. But I thought that I would take this opportunity since for right now, I'm waiting on a part for Big Red for one, and it's been a little while, you know, because waiting on parts for a video. Maybe we'll start this project as well, so we can swap back and forth as we're waiting for parts. Unfortunately, that means that probably double the parts bill too if I need to source any parts that way. But if you have any other information that I don't already know about this bike, please feel free. The model, like I said, once again, is a 920, an XV920M. It's a 1983. I do have the I think it's a Haynes model for it, or a Haynes manual for it. So that is at least good. And I think if you guys have any comments or anything like that I can utilize, that would be awesome. I look forward to taking you along on this journey of trying to get this one back up. I really liked this bike when I saw it. Don't get me wrong, I like Big Red a lot, and I like my 750 a lot, but ultimately I like this bike because it's a little bit different than the others, right? And it's a 920, so it should have a little bit more pep. And when it comes down to it as well, if this motor is complete garbage for one reason or another, I might consider taking the connecting rod, the pistons, and the jugs and the top end, and maybe trying to put it on the bobber and turn the bobber into a 920 or something like that. I'm not sure yet. It's interesting. That's what's nice about having all of these bikes. So if you like what you saw, please consider clicking the like button, clicking the subscribe button. That is how I know I'm doing a good job in giving you the content that you feel that you want to watch, okay? Put your comments down below. I want to know what you feel about this bike. Did you feel like it was worth $150? Did you feel that I bought a lemon? Were you surprised that the VIN check came through and that it's not stolen? Are you interested in what process I go through when I get these bikes that don't have titles to be able to retitle them to give them a new lease on life? Also, if you want to check out the merch store, I have some shirts for sale. It really helps to offset the cost of trying to buy parts for this and to show support too. Even if you can't afford anything like that, or you don't feel comfortable in purchasing merch, just watching the videos, subscribing to the videos, and sharing the videos. If you're part of a motorcycle forum on Facebook or just on the internet in general, drop my playlists on, or drop my channel name on. Let's see if we can't get it to where we can get and hit some more subscribers. Once this channel starts to grow more, I will be offering things such as contests and giveaways and things of that nature, but we need to hit more subscribers, guys and gals, so please feel free to do that. I'm trying to do all the marketing I can. I do a lot of Facebook boost posts and things like that to try to drive some new subscribers, but ultimately we need to find them and we need to pop them in the community, and we need to show them that this is an active channel. So stay tuned so we can see this slowly but surely, hopefully, come to life. Remember, as always, keep both wheels on the road. Thanks.